Sometimes a song, sometimes silence, sometimes a friend gives me a little guidance. Mark's got nothing but garbage movies, so I drive out to see you in Jersey. You asked if I had been crying lately. I said, how can you tell? You said, I'm clairvoyant, baby. Walk to the park, as far as the station. Now we're walking back with a few more realizations. I'm still scanning the path, searching for clues, something to substantiate or passing through. I'm probably still gonna wallow as I'm crossing the will. How come we never happened? How come life is a bitch? Are you coming for me morning? I don't know if I can face you, but others have before me, so maybe I can too. You asked if I had been crying lately. I said, how can you tell? You said, I'm clairvoyant, baby. It's kinda scary how you know what's going on in my world, but you helped me to see my life. You set one hell of an example. How do you always seem to know the details of my world? That's beyond me, but shoot. Eight bucks just went down. Everyone still got their heads on the ground. It's my money and I need it now. These lights are trying tonight. You were telling me about a show you like, resting your head on my shoulder every time we stopped at a light. I kept saying I got my own shit I gotta work out. And I remember you all the time saying, well, I got my own shit I gotta work out. Something from the store. I was kinda hung up on something from before. Still moving, kinda soothing, kinda freaky at the BP off Locust. I heard they got the cheapest cigarettes on earth. They still give you plastic bags, the rolling shutters covered in tags, somebody's name written on the overpass. Did they have to hang upside down? Too late to turn back now. You don't know how to end it, you can just fade out. 'Cause you know what happens when you wait too long. You don't want that fear coming on. You don't want that fear coming on. It winds up making things true. Philly's pretty hot tonight.